Okay. Welcome in, everybody. We gotta figure out why I'm just in the void, but hold on. Let's see if that fixes it. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's not do that. Almost broke my mic right at the start of stream. I shouldn't do my dailies right now. We're doing a mission. Not currency wars. We're going back to... Okay. From what I remember... What do I remember? Oh yeah, we fucked up Flower Lady, and now we're hanging out here for some reason. I don't really know. Hi there, how are you? I'm doing quite well. Yes, 4.3, here we come. I mean, okay, I should say I'm doing...
You're back!
I'm doing okay, I should say. Yes, I am better.
The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news!
How the fuck is there already a news report? This happened 20 minutes ago.
Hello, everyone! Welcome
I fucking
to our
hate these people so much.
segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Didn't we just blow up their TV station? How are they already doing shit again? I don't understand.
Hi, everyone! This is your old friend, Snowy!
I swear to God, if you bitches start antagonizing me again, I am gonna flip a gasket.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon Games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
And for reasons that need no explanation. Like your boss is a psycho bitch.
And after the director of Full Wish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Full Wish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games!
The mission is around 4.3 hours long. Okay. Wait. Are you saying the mission's around 4.3 hours long, or are you saying because this is patch 4.3? To be fair, it always takes me longer to go through patches anyways, because I stream it and I talk, so if the patch is about 4 hours, it'll probably take me between 6 and 7 to actually get through it. But we're gonna have a longer stream today, so we'll see.
This imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Full Wish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
Yeah, because she sucks.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginary inhabitants across Plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits.
Okay, so the typical salary of Aventurine, we got it.
And in a chilling echo of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Full Wish points to
Bro,
the disaster
it is so not my fault.
from beyond the sky.
I have saved people so many times. I'm getting pissed. Like, at this point, I'm kind of like, fuck it. Like, why are we even doing this? Let's just leave this planet to suffer. Like, fuck these people. If they're not gonna be grateful and shit, I'm not gonna do this.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the Trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not gonna listen to him. I don't care. Fuck these people.
Was planned and executed by Full Wish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Okay. Which is correct.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
This is why I fucking hate conspiracy theorists. Like, I hate conspiracy theorists in real life because they sound exactly like this, and it just pisses me off.
Ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true?
That's the year I was born.
Can Plain Arcadia
I am the devil.
safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see.
Great job not fear-mongering, too, I have to say. It's not like you're making all of this worse.
How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed?
That's all people do on TV.
The internet is flooded with fake news about you too.
Okay, well the good news is that I don't give a shit what people on the internet have to say about me.
Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look! They've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish.
No, if they had jumped shit, they would have been saying nice things about me, so they have not jumped ship. Classic media behavior.
Ever since coming to Plain Arcadia, Nothing surprises me anymore.
March, you've done fuck all this entire time. Don't say that to me. Like, babe, I love
Happy
you, but
made
no.
it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same.
Would you say I seem elated?
Oh
Haha.
no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind. Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung.
I literally sit in trash cans for a living. What are we talking about?
No. Is this what it takes to become a hero?
Does March have no recollection of being Evernight? Like, at all?
If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore.
Does March not remember being Evernight? Like, at all?
Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet.
Well, it's pretty much the same, except now I have a new power. I know we're all shocked by this.
So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies, and that ended up causing this disaster?
Yeah, which Don Hung and Sunday probably told you too, so I don't know why you're still confused about it.
And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade?
Yeah, I think if we yeet him into the sun, we should be great.
And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantom Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you.
I mean, Evernight is her own person in a sense. Yeah, and I agree with that, but like, she's also part of March. So like, I don't know. It feels like it's hard, and this is true of all gacha games that are like this, because like Fate Grand Order is also like guilty of this sin, but you don't get to just have a super impactful emotional story that should have lingering consequences for all of the characters, and then not continue that in your next arc, and instead make March basically how she was in Bellabog. Like, you can't, like, that's not how this stuff works. You have to show character progression, because March went through some traumatic fucking shit in Amphorius. So March should be different in Plain Arcadia. Like, that's just a normal thing that should happen, and yet they kind of just make her the same, and I'm kind of like, I'm not saying you gotta completely 180 her character and everything, but you do have to show some growth and shit,
And
which they just really haven't
She
done.
also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn, who was it again?
Like, March should not be this stupid. Like, they make her seem stupid, and March isn't a stupid character, so it kind of pisses me off when they do stuff like this.
Who
Like, it's for
is
the audience's
that?
benefit, and I get that, but it's still stupid.
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Lit.
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the most important part. Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back?
That is not how I would have pronounced that name. I'm glad they pronounced it before I tried to.
Why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line.
Actually, haven't we run into Lord Ravagers pretty much every planet except... Did we run into one on Penacony? I guess we didn't run into one on Bellabog, but we did on the Lafu. We definitely did in Amphorius. Alright, so we're 50-50. Okay, I can see
Lord
that.
Ravager,
No, we ran into...
Venessia's
No, we just ran
request.
into the... What are they
Shuhu's
called?
flesh
The
and Blade's body,
Abyss Legion?
and the unfinished Phantom Moon Games.
Forget what they're... Destruction Legion?
Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with.
On Herta Space Station, what are they called? I can't remember what they're fucking called. Oh my god, the little weird horse people.
Feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat.
I mean, yeah, but we saved Amphorius before and fought God, so I think we're fine. Like, I'm really not worried.
Are you okay?
Like, it feels like they're trying to raise the stakes, and I'm like, the stakes are not... You know. The stakes are not that high.
I wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
You go do that, homegirl. Peace out.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next?
Sounds like you need to take a nap, homegirl.
I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
You're gonna just sit on the couch? You're not gonna go sleep in a bed? Okay. The sofa with a plush velvet surface like a cradle. The moment you sit down, you practically melt into it. The static from the news broadcasts marches relentless questioning and the looming presence of a Lord Ravager, the dangerous flesh writhing on Blade's body, and the future of the Phantom Moon Games. All of these tangled problems had knotted themselves into one chaotic mess. What can you do? You're just a poor little raccoon. You wanted to unravel the mystery, but now you're tangled up in its threads. You struggle uselessly for a bit, then give up, letting fatigue shroud your eyes in darkness. Okay.
Shh, Welt. She's tired. Let her sleep.
See, I would love to, Himiko, but she fell asleep in a public part of the train when she has her own goddamn room. This is just as bad as Don Hung, who I don't even think has a bed. I think he just sleeps on top of books. Like, what the hell? You never knew you could sleep this much? Oh, same, homegirl.
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
Yeah, well, you know, what can we say, Himiko? We are so lucky here on the Astral Express. Not in Penacony, but we almost fought an Eon. Well, that's true. Or to Space Station. Antimatter Legion. That's what it was. I couldn't remember the name. I knew it started with an A and it had something to do with the destruction. Antimatter Legion.
From our very first steps, Trouble has always followed the Nameless.
No. Trouble has always followed you. The Astral Express was doing just fine before you boarded the shit.
But
This is all us. This is all an us problem. If the people on the Astral Express were smart, they'd yeet our ass off the train.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board. Constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth.
Wait, how the fuck did you guys find Welt? I thought Welt was on the Astral Express before Himiko.
All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed.
Wait, okay, this is also something that I don't quite understand. How did Himiko get the knowledge to become the navigator of the Astral Express? Because it sounds like she just went to a normal school, at best an art school. So how did Himiko gain the knowledge to, like, did Pom Pom teach her or some
Back
shit?
then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all. Come to think of it,
I kind of have a lot of questions about
it's
Himiko
because
now that
of
I'm thinking
you.
about it.
Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers.
Yeah, I helped with both of those things. I'd say that I was the main deciding factor, actually.
The Nameless who guided me before I set out once told me,
Wait, who guided you? I thought it was, like, crashed on the planet for 30 years.
keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you.
Who the fuck was the Nameless?
I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon Games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower.
I mean, I expect some
truly
records
proud
and
of you.
things, like that must have helped. Yeah, but like, okay, if you have no knowledge of how to be a pilot, right? Like a pilot in an airplane, and somebody leaves you behind some notes. Sure, the notes are going to be helpful, but that's not going to be enough to teach you how to fly the plane. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just, there's a lot of questions I have
That's
here.
why I want to share a story from the past with you.
Oh my god.
A promise from 15 years ago.
Himiko, can you tell this story quickly?
I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her. To let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life. And found companions I could trust with all my
Borrowed
heart.
life? Hey, quick question. Keska, the fuck do you mean borrowed life? I don't give a shit about the rest of this.
I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began.
Is Himiko gonna die?
because it's a long story, filled with many memories of my past.
Is Himiko gonna die?
I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
Can you give me the Spark Notes version, actually?
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, let Shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Or you could give us the Spark Notes version now.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanessia said to you. Evanessia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too.
Yeah, but doesn't he have like a D20 for a head? I think I can take him.
According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramod's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up.
1,000 years ago, my ancestor Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Asat Pramod's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantasmoon games be the prelude to his next invasion?
I don't think it's a prelude. I think it's more of the culmination, but I could be wrong. Yeah, could you tell me more about Graphia?
There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Could you imagine being just born and then telling you that you gotta go fight a demon?
Second,
Fuck that shit.
near the end of one of the Phantasmoon games, she created the world in canvas to shelter inside it what was left of civilization and life. Which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramod, but has also witnessed the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
I also don't quite understand how the world in canvas works, because clearly we're not inside the world in canvas. Unless this is like a Penacony situation and we're always inside the dream or some shit. So I don't really understand how this piece of it works, but hopefully they'll explain it. Or I could have asked more questions, but
As for
I'm an
who
asshole.
in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl.
of course.
She was sent here by the IPC.
Fucking
She should
IPC.
have some clues to guide us in the right direction. By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private.
I don't really want to talk to her though. Yeah, I only want to talk to her if it's good news.
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda.
Ew, that sounds fucking disgusting.
Go talk to General Yao Guang then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
I'd really rather shit glass at the moment, but it sounds like I don't have much of a choice. What's up, peacock lady?
Nice to meet you, Ishvara.
Okay, not my name, but that's okay. Are you gonna tell me good news? Because if you are, you're allowed to talk. If it's bad news, I'd like you to kindly fuck right off.
I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanessia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Fullwish.
Well, what can I say? I'm pretty badass.
In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
Okay, this is not gonna go well for me.
What I am about to tell you is something Evanessia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express.
Dude, I'm gonna post it immediately on Instagram.
Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
Okay. I feel like that's supposed to mean something to me.
You've never heard of the Veracity before?
Not really, no.
Come to think of it, they must be unfamiliar to most people. They were supposed to be recorded in the list of arch-enemies as an author of calamity. They are an ancient god of desire and consumption.
Cool, love that for us.
An eon that evolved from a Leviathan.
Cool.
But They disappeared so long ago that the Cienjo Alliance never witnessed any of their deeds.
Okay.
And they were never recognized as an author of calamity.
Okay.
Well, they need no such title anyway. Beast of Calamity, Star Devourer, Void Maw. Just hearing these names, one can imagine what kind of monstrosity they were. A vast, writhing form whose slightest movement could crush entire planets, before swallowing what remained into an insatiable abyss.
Okay, but have we tried feeding the Veracity a Snickers bar? I hear you're not you when you're hungry.
Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster.
Oh my god, okay.
They were hardly there to aid the Swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the Swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course.
Damn, that's fucked up.
No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years.
I mean, the Veracity had to be somewhere. Or they did?
The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world.
Yeah, that's fucked up. The world in Canvas is a bit complicated, but think like this is where we are currently in the real world, and at the same time, there are countless entrances to the world in the Canvas. For example, every time we enter a mitigate, we're in... Okay. Okay. So it's kind of like Penacony then. It's kind of like how there is like a real world in Penacony, but then there's also like the Golden Hour and all of these other places that are also a reality, but like not reality. I'm just gonna take it at face value, because if I think too hard, my brain will explode.
Like
I am not big smart. I've seen worse.
That's impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron Tomb.
Yeah, the worst part of surviving that was having to listen to all of Xandar's monologues.
Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity.
You've been saying that this whole time, bitch.
Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking.
So we're gonna feed Blade to it?
Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in Canvas to seek out the Veracity. From what I've heard, you are going there as well. Okay,
so Blade is gonna get himself eaten. Or are we gonna, like, seal Shuhu inside a sword and then yeet the sword into the... It's okay. Answers will come. Answers will come. I'll try to explain it in the comments later. Oh, thank you.
Fire trigrams,
I appreciate you.
Judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same.
Kiska the fuck?
In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect.
Aw, well that doesn't make me feel better. Is this going to be Blade's funeral? Yeah.
A funeral? Or an adventure? Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival
1 in 10?
to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body and eliminate the Cienjo's arch enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks
1 in 10?
back?
He's got a 1 in 10 chance.
It all depends on how he perceives it.
No. We got a 10% chance of success for this shit? Bitch, how are you doing your probability measurements? This is fucked.
Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
Blade has a death wish, okay? Him agreeing to this proposal is more of a red flag than anything else. I'm getting really... General, are you betting everything on me? See, this is some Aventurine level shit. I'm getting really tired of these characters coming in and being like, well, here's some bullshit. Good luck.
Betting? No, I don't see it that way.
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves, and in those beside us.
No, I don't trust
Only
shit.
They can change the course of even the most desperate battle.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. If y'all are pinning all your hopes on me, this is not a good look.
That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Foolish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination and overturn a fate marked for great woe.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I overcame Full Wish because I'm petty as fuck. There was not a belief there.
I have a plan for how to handle
Whatever
a Sot
helps you, babe.
Hamad if he strikes unexpectedly.
Do we?
But I still need more hands to make it work.
Okay, well, March and Welt have yet to do something useful, so maybe use them.
What
Sup? Welcome
miracle
in,
could
welcome
cap off
in.
these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation.
Can't we just kill him?
The
So
shadow
Blade is
of the
now
Lord
Mort Blade?
Ravager looms.
Not yet,
And
I
from
don't
here
think.
on,
I think he has to go
everyone
get
must carry
eaten
their
by,
part of the
by
burden.
something.
I will take my leave first.
I feel like, now
Before
I don't know
set
if
out,
this
I
is,
still want to say a few words to everyone.
I don't know if this is the, fuck, what am I trying to say? Leviathan, I don't know if they're talking about, like, biblical Leviathans, because I think those were big fuck-off sea monsters. And vaguely snake-like. Kind of like Jormungandr, the world snake. So, I think we're gonna have to go fight a big snake. Big fuck-off snake.
What are they all up to over there?
I don't like the look of this. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yoink.
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
Sup?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
I mean, we really haven't done much,
It's a
though.
modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
You know, Welt, this would mean a lot more if you would get off your fat ass and actually do something helpful for once in your goddamn life. But sure, whatever. How's the pets? I feel like they're in the void for too long. So I have actually been posting, I live with my grandfather right now, and he has a dog who is doing very well. He's a very old gentleman, so he stays downstairs and just likes to be pet. Corio, however, who is my grandfather's cat, I realized today has fleas. So we're in the process of helping him get rid of the fleas, and I spent all morning deep cleaning my room because Corio likes to sleep with me. So I made sure, granted, I've not seen any fleas on myself or on any of pieces of my furniture, but I'm going to be vacuuming and doing all of that. My two dogs that are currently living with my parents, they're doing very wonderful. Seuss is doing very, very well. Lola had some health complications earlier this month, but she's doing much, much better. And they're both running around in their backyard chasing squirrels and doing all of this general dog stuff. So my parents are going out of town actually at the end of July, and I get to stay with my dogs and because I'm going to be house sitting and pet sitting for them. So it'll be good. I'll get to cuddle. I won't be able to stream during that time, but I'm very excited because I'll get to be with my dogs. I mean, if we look at the Ouroboros design, they do look like a big-ass space snake. Also, fun fact, the Antimatter Legion is created with the remains of Leviathans. Cool. I remember touching a snake in the circus. I don't know the English word for it. Barely touched it, and my sister in her life to get even close with it. I mean, you know, I've touched snakes before. They feel like plastic.
Exactly.
Snakes do not feel like
You know
whatever
it's
you
all
think
the
they're gonna feel
mastermind
like.
behind all those creepy
They're also heavy, because the one I was touching was a python.
whatever
That
their
little
name is.
bitch was
I didn't get to
fucking
see it
hefty.
myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it.
Hell yeah, I did. I'm such a badass.
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh.
Well, no, he's still got him inside
Thank
him.
you.
Blade has had more people inside him than anybody else in this entire franchise.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
I can't shit on Sunday, unfortunately. He did do something useful last time. I don't know what mission he's setting off on now, but he did do something useful, so he gets one head pat. That's it.
Now,
Fucker.
let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia.
I'm really not fighting to protect the Arcadia. I'm just kind of here, but
And
sure.
here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us.
Well, let's maybe not
but
test
I
fate.
know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
God damn it, Himiko. Why do you have to fucking say shit like that? She just jinxed us, this bitch. It's like going into your finals and being like, my teacher can throw whatever he wants at me.
Having you by my side
Fucking
is what
bitch.
gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Himiko's gonna die. Calling it now. Himiko's gonna die.
Cheers.
Ah, this is so nice. People are gonna fucking die. Nope. Nope. I don't like any of this. This is giving me red death flags. As long as it's not my dragon husband, March, or Himiko. Like, if Sunday died, I guess I'd be a little sad, but I'm not gonna be, like, if Welt dies, I don't give a fuck. But, like, if my home slices
There
die,
you are.
I have an issue with that.
March and I were talking about you.
Yeah, I bet.
A little. But March is obviously worrying too much.
Don Hung has seen me die so many times, by the way, this poor bastard.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I have a reasonable amount of concern for my companions.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal.
The fuck we weren't.
You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Yeah, you fucking bitch. You could have been helping us.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grab plenty of comics as well. I call it cultural exploration.
Fucking
With
bitch.
a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
You slept most of the time in Amphorias. Why do you need extra time to recharge?
Now that we're having this.
If anyone needs
little
extra time to
break,
recharge, it would be me.
It hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Might have. You for sure did.
Why are you suddenly acting like the adult here?
He is like 14 million years old.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself.
No, I think he just wants to die. I think he's just really ready to die.
It's going to be a path fraught with danger. So I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused.
Yeah, because he's planning to die.
From now on, I will turn my attention to this world. Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
Wow, Welt's actually gonna do something for once in his goddamn life.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Well, if you'd like to bring Evernight out, because she'd actually be helpful here, please feel free to do so.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
You got it, homegirl. I could go talk to other people, but I kind of would rather shit glass. Why is Welt just watching Pom Pom sing? Alright, Sunday. What have you got to say?
Did you need something? I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower.
You did use a lot of tuning.
Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm.
Damn, Sunday was masking hard. Sunday is autistic confirmed.
Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all. I should thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
Yeah, you are a wanted criminal and all. Okay. Well, Himiko, what have you got to say?
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl. She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
Feels like this is something you should be helping me with, but sure.
This is an important matter. Furthermore, your journey gives her the chance to uncover something she's been yearning to understand for years. The secret to Graphia's art of imagenesis.
Cool.
Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas. A place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas. A place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous.
The fuck it won't, bitch.
After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that it's safe. That doesn't mean Graphia is gonna like my ass. I have a Stellaron inside me, okay? People do fuck shit to me all the time.
The thought of it makes me feel calm. In a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
Dude, I am willing to bet my entire life savings that Graphia is going to want to fight me and she's gonna be a boss battle, for sure.
Please tell her that one of her descendants became a nameless on the Express.
Got some stuff, I sadly gotta go. I really wanted to talk more about the puppies. Well, no worries. Have a wonderful rest of your time, and whatever you have to do, I hope it goes well.
Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up.
Okay, cool. Will do. Let's go fight shit. This is weirdly straightforward. The stories are never this straightforward. Nope, never mind. We're gonna be cutting back and forth between people. Spoke too soon.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
Yeah, pretty much.
And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone.
Aww.
A dignified funeral. If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I like how I do like Silverwolf and Blade's relationship because I feel like Silverwolf really does see Blade as like an older brother / father figure. And I think it's really cute.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub.
Ew, don't call her that, you fucking weirdo.
Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
Yeah, that's great and all, but that doesn't make me feel better because this bastard's been trying to die for years. He's got a death wish. And lots of suicidal ideation.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks.
God, these fucking Xianzhou bastards doing all this poetic nonsense.
A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate.
Okay, that means nothing to me.
If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
I love that for us.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound.
Again, he has been trying to die for years.
Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good.
Fair point.
This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through.
He just said he wasn't a Galaxy Ranger, but sure, okay.
Well then, I won't say anything more.
Peace out, motherfucker.
Blade, you sure about this?
Yeah, he wants to die.
For years.
Oh, this is a pretty little
death has clung
effect.
to me like a curse, etched into my bones.
Yeah, and yet you've not been able to die.
If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it. Even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in Canvas.
Okay, so he is gonna die. Awesome. Cool. Love that for us.
And let the...
take care.
Aw, Silverwolf's losing a friend
How
and
about
borderline
you
family
stay
member.
as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
I would actually. I think that would be fun as hell.
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Okay, cool.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Silverwolf's like, God damn it, why do all of these people want to die?
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Touche, touche. We do love that hazard pay.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment. Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
He goes quiet way more often than that, but sure.
You know what I'm going to say.
Do we?
The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
What? Okay, fine, whatever. I guess that's his version of an I love you?
The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is Ouroboros.
Cool.
After the swarm disaster, the veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
Okay.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
I mean, that tracks way more than them being, you know, for the preservation.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stelrons.
I mean, all of those things sound like they're true.
Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
TBH, that is one of the most popular theories. I mean, I think it tracks, because isn't the preservation all about, like, closing worlds off from each other? And the IPC is all about, you know, going to every world and basically making it a capitalist hellscape. That feels more like the veracity than the preservation to me.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
Well, at least there would be no suffering.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored.
Okay, so it's not even the full Eon then. Why are we worried about this?
Must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
I mean, yeah, it would fuck up Plain Arcadia, but it's not like it had the power to fuck up everything else. It's not Iron Tomb level.
That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive.
The two Nameless?
Oh,
right then.
Time.
Never mind.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes.
Since when can Yang do that?
Deployment with such speed.
If he could do that, why has he not been fucking helping us this entire time? And people are gonna be like, oh, he could do that in Honkai Impact 3. I haven't played that one, okay? So I don't know. But, like, this is some bullshit. He should have been doing this shit the whole time. You don't just get to pull new powers out of your ass.
Yin and yang aligned, and all 4 aspects in place. As long as we set
I mean, it makes sense for a snake to shed its skin. It does, for sure. That piece makes sense.
The Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Oh, damn.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer.
Okay.
After much consideration, the source can only
It's one of his Hersher powers. Okay, alright. I get it. I didn't play Honkai Impact 3, so I don't know all of the Hershers and all that fucking nonsense. I don't know about it. I just know that he... whatever. I really don't know anything about Honkai Impact 3. But, if he could do that, why has he not been more helpful literally the rest of this time in Honkai Star Rail? Like, if he has some bullshit powers like that, I don't know, be a little bit more fucking helpful then. Like, he sits back and he does fuck all.
One crisis
That's some bullshit.
is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen.
Like, I'm serious. If I found out that Welt could do that and I was a member of the Astral Express, I'd be like, let me get this straight. You could create things out of nothing, and you did fuck all to help us during Amphorius. Also, he's got a black hole in his cane, apparently. That could have been fucking helpful in Amphorius. He could have been helpful in Penna County. Or on the Lafu. Literally, could have been helpful fucking anywhere. And he did fuck all. He should be able to take on a Lord Ravager, actually. He should be able to go up to a Sot Pramod, stick his cane up his ass, and deploy the fucking black hole. Welt should basically be a god, and yet he does nothing.
Her duty to guard this place.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
Nah, she totally doesn't.
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods.
I am, actually, though. For real. I think I could do it.
I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity.
Again, I kind of feel like... Asat Pramod... And I could be wrong. I don't know how this is going to play out. But they're like, oh, this is like his meddling and it's like a prelude to shit. I don't think this is a prelude. I think he's been meddling for years on Plain Arcadia. And this is the conclusion. Like, I feel like we're walking into his trap, actually. Like, I feel like we're all doing what he wants, and that kind of pisses me off.
By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
For the creating thing, it can only work if he knows how a thing is made, and back in the days, he could create entire armies and tanks, but due to stuff that happened in Honkai 3, his powers have been reduced. Kuchiba! God, I really hope she's playable. She's so hot. I love her so much.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they?
Also, I guess it's fine if his powers have been reduced or something, but I still feel like he should be able to help us more than he does, okay? I still think it's some bullshit.
Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
Oh, they're eyeballs! Why are they eyeballs? I didn't notice that.
I'm not surprised that you
What
were the first to
Eon
discover
has
it.
eyeballs?
You were in the Torn Scroll
They all have
too.
eyeballs. What Eon has multiple
Probability of you
eyeballs?
noticing was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one.
Also in the trailer, they did show him going toe-to-toe with Zephyro, and that fight did cause galaxies to be destroyed. Yeah, but like... fair point, I guess. Fair point. Those eyes do remind me... Oh my god, they do remind me of Renova! I mean, they're actually a little different because Renova's eyes are a little bit more eldritch looking, and these are a little too normal. But that is a good point.
You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person.
I need to do, I just put out the History of Sumeru video. I need to do a History of the Shades video before Snezhnaya comes out. Actually, there's so many videos I have to put out before Snezhnaya comes out, but I don't think I'm going to get around to all of them,
This is no confrontation.
We'll just see.
It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here.
She kind of reminds me of Gallagher a little bit, in a weird way.
While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Also, Welt is 80 years old, and every time he wants to help, Himiko is like, let the kids handle this. Himiko, babe, stop letting the kids handle this. This is how kids get fucked up and have a lot of trauma, okay? Let Welt do shit. Babe, I love you, but I need you to stop let Grandpa onto the battlefield, okay?
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer.
Yeah, you.
But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
That's not good.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Planar Cadia is the stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
Wait. I could be wrong here. But assuming that the Lord Ravager has been planning this for a long-ass time, like, it kind of feels like, I mean, okay, I could be wrong, again, but doesn't it kind of feel like he would want us to dispose of Shuhu's flesh into the Veracity? Because doesn't the Abundance heal things? So if Shuhu's flesh merges with the husk of an Eon, wouldn't that, like, resurrect the Veracity or some shit? Like, I could be wrong. Maybe that's not how this works, but it does seem a little weird to me. Man, I do hope as well that Kuchiba is playable. I want her to be a 4-star, because Hawkeye Star Rail has not had 4 stars in fucking 60 years, and Kuchiba definitely has 4-star material, and she's hot, and I love my hot queens. But
That said, we cannot afford to ignore.
Let's be honest, Ohoyo likes to fuck us over, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare.
I just feel like we're doing what he wants us to do. I feel like we're doing what the Lord Ravager wants us to do.
When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
It concerns me.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place?
Feels like a trap.
Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
I'm trying to click and it won't go. There we go. Okay, we're switching to Ashvale's POV.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open!
Ew, they don't look so much like a snake as they look like one of those weird freaky worms from Dune.
Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward. My tongue.
Ew, gross.
The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Baraji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement.
What is the point of this?
En route spread his hands and said,
happened.
Then the Veracity said,
Nom 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 nom.
"Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping
Yep.
maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
I'd rather shit glass than talk to any more fools, honestly.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramod, but all
I mean,
we
the
got were
abundance was used to,
stories that only a
to seal
three-year-old
the
would
veracity,
believe.
so it doesn't revive or fuck shit up. Yeah, but like, the veracity didn't eat the abundance, right? Like, that would be different. I don't know. I feel like we're doing what Asat Pramod wants us to do, and it kind of is creeping me out.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need.
I literally don't want to talk to any of these people. Do not make me talk to them.
Plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Okay. The case of the missing veracity, the assistant meticulously compiled the case details for the detective in neat handwriting. A trail of unknown footprints appear at the abandoned station, a weird emote running amok in the tavern. All clues point to the Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. The detective is back on the case. Will he be able to track down the Leviathan's footprints in the tavern? P.S. The refrigerator's cooling system is down. Remember to repair it. Notes. Shepard. The sky summoned comments to feed the veracity. Sounds like a fairy tale. Broggy. There are plenty of bartenders in the Laughter's taverns, but he is the most famous one. Rumor has it he still hasn't paid off the tab from that time he cracked open the wine cellar. En route. Feeding a Leviathan a corny joke. Crazy idea. I highly doubt his wordplay would be enough for the veracity to feast on. Okay. Scribblenibs? Is that your name? Scribblenibs? I mean, Evanescia is an emanator of abundance who is stronger than Shuhu, and she's used to trap the veracity. Yeah, I guess that's true, but she still hasn't been eaten by the veracity.
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Yeah, we're not starting out great.
Then you must have a lot of stationery?
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well.
Nope.
I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the Laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
I feel like it's just gonna be jokes. How to Poke an Eon and Get Away. A book signed by Scarecrow that records tales of masked fools who dared to offend the Eons. They view this as a rite of passage in a fool's career, rushing headlong into it, one after another, never tiring of the frill. Pay per second, one-day tour of the Amber World. Borrowing some poor sap's iris, the fool shapeshifter donned a sharp suit and boarded a shuttle at Piers Point Skyport. He flashed a warm smile at every passenger in the cabin. Billionaires wealthy enough to rival nations, monarchs of galactic belts, board members of industry monopolizing foundations, all of whom had emptied their coffers for a single pilgrimage, an audience with the Amber Lord. The shuttle pierced through the debris disk, drawing near the Amber Lord's colossal form. They had stood there since before sentient life was born, and they would likely remain long after sentient life had vanished. Following the countless marks left over the eons on the subspace crystalline barrier, some prayed in silence, some wept softly, while the Amber Lord offered no response. Who would notice a single speck of dust in the vast expanse of space? The fool carved shapeshifter was here into the barrier that took his leave without a second glance. Hashtag me. Remnant dream of the primeval Imperium into the mouth of veracity. Ouroboros, the ancient leviathan that survived the Dusk Wars, was said to have chased Aha all the way to the roots of the imaginary tree. A fool named En route attempted to confirm the truth of this tale, but alas, he couldn't run as fast as Aha and was caught by the veracity and swallowed whole. Who would have guessed that inside the veracity's belly lay a wondrous world of its own? The veracity was so massive that the lives previously devoured had established their own kingdoms on their stomach walls. Thumb-sized dwarves, clever horsefolk, and talking comet cicadas. En route, explored this place with delight and encountered a fellow swallowed fools, Dorothy, Broggy, and Shepard. Together they adventured and found the Veracity's heart and gave it a good kick, and they were belched out into the universe with a mighty wretch. En route quickly plucked off the Veracity's shadow and spread it over the fools like a blanket. Shepard then tossed out a comet, and the dim-witted Ouroboros was drawn to its light. The fools finally escaped with their lives. After that, countless fools sought the treasures within the Veracity's belly, but none ever caught so much as a glimpse of the Veracity again. Okay. Everyone is Idrilia? I don't fucking remember how to pronounce that. After the Eon of Beauty vanished, the fool Davin made a proclamation at the tavern, instantly attracting a massive following, chanting "Everyone is Idrilia," whatever. They sparked an autistic storm. Sorry, that's actually funny. I can't read. I'm illiterate. Artistic storm, and launched a reckless charge towards pushing the boundaries of the path of beauty. For example, they stuck bananas to agates with polyvinyl chloride tape, scribbled graffiti on every household item in sight, and proclaimed them great works of art. Okay, so just contemporary art then. And even found time to fight a few copyright lawsuits with the IPC. That was until they arranged space junk across an entire planet's surface to form Idrilia's visage, at which point the Knights of Beauty finally rounded them all up. However, after 7 days and 7 nights of deliberation, the hastily convened Roundtable of Knights of Beauty ultimately decided to release the fools, since to punish them, they would have to acknowledge that these depictions actually resembled Idrilia. Okay. Having come this far, it seems I must tell my own story. The night before I finished this piece, a visitor casually strolled into the tavern and sat down beside me, and ordered us each bombs first drop. They didn't introduce themselves, but I already knew who they were. They said, "Buddy, I hear you writing a little book. I've read it. It's quite interesting, but there's a few points worth discussing." I've listened patiently as they spoke and rejected every single change they proposed. They downed the last drop of the bomb in one gulp, then left the tavern. Their retreating figure looked utterly forlorn. Interesting.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
Actually, there's nuggets of truth in this, I think.
Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could.
And apparently that's 4
and
eons.
They escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Interesting. Dwide Chungus. Oh my god, they did not call him Chungus. Oh my god, they did.
You two asking about the veracity? You think about walking that path?
Oh my god, why is he Southern?
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. Kids always dream big. Some are bulldozers, some are monsters.
Okay, to be fair, he doesn't really sound Southern, he sounds Texan, but that's still a problem.
And I am Autobot. And the man.
Can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity bastard. I eat everything. Tasty, nasty, anything I could chew.
Gross.
Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed Lou's mouth.
Ew.
And they looked at me.
Ouroboros.
Nah. Very regrettable.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose.
Okay, Chungus, whatever you say.
Root and Dorothy, when the veracity wasn't looking, roll up her skin like a grape, snatched it up and poached it.
So maybe that's the skin hidden under Ahatopia then? It's not actually the Veracity? It's whatever En route and Dorothy took.
Hey, we're gone. Even Domicon Collective don't got a veracity card. I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
Ugh.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies.
Ugh, bro.
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school?
Oh, god damn it, Sparkle.
Sparksy's here to pick you. Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again. Oh, still doubting me. You're breaking Sparkle's heart here.
Oh dear god, we can't have that.
That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing. But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the veracity. Aha chases the veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
I don't think it's about eating, but having more of a sense of gluttony than anything. In any sense possible. Glutton and wealth and food, etc. Yeah, no, it makes sense, because they said it was like desire and shit. So...
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
Okay.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend.
Borrowed.
The unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Or does it just make you think you're smarter?
Does this friend know you borrowed it? A Supramod has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day. Well then, I'll go first.
March, that feels like a bad idea.
It doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will
Okay, so she does know about Evernight. We're just not gonna bring her out. Got it. Love that for us. Evernight just screaming at her like, you dumb bitch.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around. Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool.
Okay.
And therefore knows Aha's weakness.
Yeah, so it is very obvious.
The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed.
We're not gonna get the answer.
You are Asat Pramod. Sparksy, do you have evidence?
Sparksy, please don't play into this.
Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
I'm gonna kill March. I'm gonna kill March.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive? Yeah, fair point. Just take that thing off already.
Yeah, that was more useless than anything else.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track. Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic.
Okay.
Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
Oh, god damn it.
You changed your clothes just for this? First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction.
Fair point.
This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is the Lord Ravager, a Sapramod, played by the Veracity!
No. No.
What am I even saying? Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Wow, this is so not important to the story.
I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable. So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Who the fuck knows?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem.
Okay, that's not a detective. That's just like a bodyguard at best.
You're not wrong. Assad Pramat is Nimuk's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember? As far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons. And the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
Interesting.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely
Oh my
connected to
god.
Plain Arcadia.
Oh fuck, I just had a brain blast moment, but it's probably gonna sound super obvious and stupid, but is that what happened to Akivili? Because I think there's a theory that Akivili becomes the finality, or something like that. So if an Eon turning away from their path is what causes an Eon to fall, then is it fair to say that the trailblazing path, once all the trails have been blazed, like Akivili would have been like depressed as hell or some shit and then would have turned into like a different Eon and or quote unquote died? I don't know. That's probably, I know that's a theory, but like I didn't realize that there were 3 ways that an Eon could fall, so interesting sort of dealio.
Sapramod is here on business, not on vacation.
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Oh god. Okay. Shepard, the guy who summons comets to feed the veracity. Bragi, en route. Beating the Leviathan, corny jokes. In a bizarre story, en route once ventured into the belly of the veracity and managed to escape after plucking their shadow. In another version of the story, en route didn't tell a lame joke. He and Dorothy made off with the Eon's shedded skin. Dorothy, haven't seen that name in a while. She has ties to en route. Scarecrow, I guess he can be considered an old friend of mine. This guy actually wrote a book.
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a few days ago. Pearl threw him into prison.
What? Is this a actual Easter egg reference to Batman?
I know. I was the one who caught him.
Okay.
That's just a title. Anyone with a girlish heart can call themselves Dorothy.
I wonder if they mean Dorothy from like The Wizard of Oz, because we've had a Batman reference, so it'd be interesting if it was Dorothy, because her whole story is, you know, going from basically her home to a weird, fucked up sort of situation.
Director Sparkle used that name once too. Guess when?
Looks like this clue has little value to it.
Okay.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route defeated the veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this en route? Do you know him? En route.
Of course she does!
Oh god, not Sampo. Fucking Sampo.
Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away.
En route is a Sapramod. I'm calling it now.
Some say he became a morning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole. But none of that matters. What truly matters is...
Give him back his shit.
that you have my unreal Sparkson Spark!
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order. My client wants immediately.
It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home. You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
No. If it's a no, it's a
That's
no.
my boy.
Guess
I
I'll
can't
keep
stand
it.
Sampo.
Bye.
Oh, babe.
Get back here!
Sir, do you need to hire a...
Bro, do not be selling your shit right now.
detective?
Hey!
Can you catch her for me?
The fuck no.
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Just kidding. Money talks boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back.
No, the fuck we don't. No, the fuck we don't.
Scam you two.
No, the fuck we don't.
The en route you're looking for
Sampo.
lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Sempo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again.
Telling you, he's fucking Asat Pramod.
Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about. Elation has been dead for a long time.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end. And then he vanished without a trace.
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo.
God, I hate him so much.
And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Go back to Bellabog, you useless fuck. Okay.
See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was really scary.
Oh my god, March, man up.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow.
I guarantee you that he is him.
But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert.
I swear to God, if I've called this, I'm gonna be really, I'm gonna be, number one, very happy for myself, but also it's gonna be a little wild if I called it this quickly.
No. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
Rune May?
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
What can I say? We're really good at our jobs.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yoon?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time.
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip.
Okay, so Ron May and Ashvale must know each other.
So, let me get to the point. Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
Okay.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone?
What happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk.
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades.
Interesting.
Almost identical to the Fantasy Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out.
Okay, well, do you guys want to share with the class? I sure as hell haven't figured it out.
By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend.
Yeah, please do.
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase.
Gross.
Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient leviathan.
Gross.
Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Now,
Damn.
deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried.
So basically, okay, that makes sense because the Leviathan would have shed multiple skins, I guess, in its like lifetime or whatever. So it kind of makes sense that there's multiple bits and bobs of it then.
If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game.
Okay, to what end?
This is what people call the Fantasy Moon games.
Okay, that tracks. To what end?
Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, for the lulz.
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
Okay, so Aha did that. Awesome.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of Veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of Veracity.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit the Elation would do.
Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Yummy flavors?
Satisfaction?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
Ah, shit.
So Aha stole the original Primum Mobile of the Veracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and Veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
I guess that makes sense.
How many people know about this?
3, probably.
There used to be 2. I only told Yu Qing 2. Now there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour
Oh,
one
look, the
another.
aftertaste, the same elation effect in the simulated universe.
Of the 3 known ways to kill
That's
an
fair.
Eon,
Fair
the
point.
Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks a Sopramon is here on vacation?
You still haven't explained where it came from.
Her voice actress sounds familiar to me. Kind of sounds like somebody from Apothecary Diaries, but I don't know who.
It has nothing to do with Funmark.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager.
Interesting.
When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then.
Wait, I thought Icy had something to do with, the fucking Stellaron Hunters. So, in a sense, anything that brings happiness can be taken by Aha. Yeah, that tracks. Aha is an asshole like that. Welcome back, welcome back!
He was the one who told me about the Shadow. According to IC, it was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos.
Okay, isn't Icy I thought Icy was, like, related to the Stellaron Hunters in some form or fashion.
I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
Okay.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing
Oh
once
my god,
more.
why do we have to walk through the whole thing?
Earlier, what did you two uncover in the tavern?
Fuck all. Besides en
Someone
route.
suspected to be a Sot Pramod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
So, would that be the, like, world in Canvas?
And then, who did he say the Shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The Shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
Inside the canvas?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivili.
Well, Akivili's dead, so that would track. Oh, fuck, wait, Akivili is dead. Ah, shit.
Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
Fuck.
The detective game is over.
Oh, shit. I see. Oh. Well, this is not fucking helpful to me. Icy was involved with the Omen Vanguards after leaving the Trailblaze, which is a faction of the Finality like the Stellaron Hunters. Got it. Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back. Laughter, but he's joke. En route, blank, heading to the true world's end, Astral Express. Haven't in a long time, old friend. Well, you know, it would be super much more helpful if all of this wasn't fucking redacted. Oh, well, this doesn't look great, now does it? Yeah, shit.
I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans.
Yikes, okay. Deltarune Chapter 5 is near. I've waited 13 months for Chapter 3 and 4 to be on sale a few days ago. I just googled it, and there will not be any sale. I don't play Deltarune. Sorry. I would love to help, but I'm sorry there's no sale, but I have no stake in the game, as they say.
Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of
Oh, his arm is doing some fuck shit.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid.
Okay.
I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Cool. Love that for us. Oh, and we're gonna switch back to my POV. Love that. Okay, cool. Fine. Fuck me, I guess. Lit. Oh, that's such a cute kid. Look at their little ducky hat.
Said she would arrange
He's so
a ferry to pick us
adorable.
up at the Seafeld
I love the
City
little ducky
dock.
hat.
The place we're going to holds clues about Graphia.
I will say, when I was living in Japan, like, little kids would get on the trains, like little elementary school kids, and they were so cute because they had this, like, hat that was very similar to this, except it was all yellow, and it was just the most adorable thing I had ever seen in my life. Like, you just had these, like, little kids, like, going places and stuff, and they had their little yellow hat on. Very cute. Nice. Okay. Wait. Just saying stuff. I played Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 because they were free recently, and recently Undertale. That's fair. Hopefully, even if they don't go on sale soon, you'll be able to afford to, fuck your shit. You'll be able to afford to get them, you know what I mean? Fuck your shit. Where am I going?
It is an honor to, well, shall I say, be of service
Welcome
to
in,
you
Akko,
again.
welcome in! Kara, you look like a female Star Rail main character, just purple. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that.
To be honest, when Madame Pearl invited you to visit the Perlux Tower, I was supposed to be your guide.
Okay.
I ended up being replaced by a total fraud.
Yeah, I do remember that.
My name is Feld. By order of Madame Pearl, I will be escorting you to your destination.
Lit. Love that for me.
You are too kind. I followed the battle in Seafeld City very closely. Serving a hero such as yourself is a true privilege.
Yeah, I am pretty fucking cool, I do have to say.
I assume Madame Pearl has already briefed you on our destination?
Yeah, I'm going to the fucking fancy scroll place. The fuck you mean, no?
I see. It so happens that Madame Pearl is tied up with an unforeseen event, so allow me to brief you in her stead.
Okay.
The destination of our boat journey is a hotel known as Inkford Hermitage.
Oh, the reason why they're doing this is because they didn't know if you would talk to Himiko or not.
It is situated at the end of a Dovebrook tributary that ultimately flows into the sea. It is one of the points where the world in canvas intersects with reality.
Cool, love that for me.
Yes, to be precise, she lived there 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, no way I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna have to buy it. Fair.
Legend says the miraculous
Oh,
and
Nilux.
canvassing of
What's
the
up,
mortal
homegirl?
world happened there. Would Madame Pearl, a die-hard fan, pass up a sacred site like that? Word is that Madame Pearl just flicked her wrist, signed a check with an astronomical figure, and bought the whole plot of land. She also snatched up every single piece of Graphia's lost works she could find without bothering to verify their authenticity.
So you could kind of say that Pearl is a supermassive mega fan.
Whew, I guess
Perhaps
money
even
really
a
does
weeb,
let
we
you do
might
whatever
say.
you want. That's not even the half of it. I don't know where her obsession comes from, but she's dead set on the idea that Graphia is still alive. If she gets even a whiff of
Sorry,
anything
everybody, I'm gonna
remotely
yawn real
related
quick.
to Graphia, she's got her people on it at the snap of a finger. But all they could find were Imagine knockoffs. Random, pretty redheads based on nothing but imagination.
Hashtag me.
I bet her reaction went something like this. Objective. Locate the original. Error. Detecting excessive quantity of low-quality merchandise.
You? I remember you. You're that fraudster from Perlux Tower.
LMAO, get
Perlux
fucked.
Tower? I've never set foot in that place in my life.
I do kind of fuck with Nilux a little bit,
Oh,
TBH.
I
I wish
know
her
it's
character
you.
design was a little
I've
bit
seen the
better
footage.
because she's a
You're
little
wearing the exact
faded,
same
but I do fuck with her.
Oh, a slip up in an otherwise perfect plan. Relax. Your job is safe this time.
Cut it out, you scoundrel. You can't talk your way out of this. Who exactly are you?
How the fuck do you not know who she is?
This is the author of Fluffy Across the Blue. Blurry QR Colt.
She literally said that on a stream that went live everywhere, but sure.
Is that so? My apologies. How rude of me. Miss Colt, it's an honor to finally see the face behind the work. Please pardon my yelling. I didn't know.
Kiss ass.
No worries. no worries. Well, yes. Would you believe it if I said I was going on vacation?
Nope, I sure as hell would not. Every single content of Deltarune doesn't have a single spoiler warning, like, for 13 months. Sorry about that. The good news is that there's no spoilers here, because I probably will never play Deltarune.
This blurry QR
ever,
code.
so.
Let's be clear.
And if I did,
You
I'd
are
play it
being
on Twitch.
transported under escort.
And I still don't think I probably ever would. I played through Undertale once myself when Undertale first came out. Undertale was very good. I really have no interest in
Your
Deltarune.
current credit balance is in the negative. Madam Pearl has offered you a lifeline by asking you to complete the next volume of the Fluffy.
Oh, so I'm research. Got it. I fuck with her honestly too, but I need to see more of her fanfic.
This is
I mean, Fluffy Across the Blue is her fanfic.
Remember Alloy King Pom Pom from Pearl X Tower? I tried to put everything on Pearl's tab, but she found out and charged it back to me.
Shocking.
Who knew a figurine could be so expensive? It cost me more than my entire savings.
You really are bad with money.
I went all in on learned coins. There goes my licensing fees and royalties.
Homegirl, how are you this bad with money?
I lost every single penny.
So you're
Stop
escorting her
putting things
to,
on cryptocurrency.
Shall we say, an intensive creative retreat?
By what I know, Nihilux doesn't have any funds, because yeah, I know, that's my stop investing in cryptocurrency, bitch.
Correct.
Goddamn.
The objective is to deliver the manuscript and clear her debts. The estimated duration is 56 days.
Hear that? It's not a hotel. It's hell. Where you get whipped for not finishing your scripts on time.
Maybe don't bet things on cryptocurrency. Good luck with that. Hell yeah, there's our ship.
The boat has arrived. When you're ready, let's begin our journey to Inkford Hermitage. Please, mind your step as you board.
Please don't make me do another poozle. For the love of God, I see one of those little stupid bullshit things in the background. Oh, it's snowy! I love snow. It's cold! I love the cold. Excitement.
We have arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world.
Yay!
Inkford Hermitage.
I can't jump. I'd be jumping with excitement if I could.
Are those Wispy floating on the water?
Cute.
Oh dear. There are so many Wispy. They are blocking the boat's route.
Oh, god damn it.
No need to panic. Please follow my lead.
I'm gonna have to do a fucking minigame, aren't I? They're gonna make me do a fucking minigame. I can feel it deep in my soul. Why can't we just jump in the water and swim to shore? God damn it. I fucking told you guys. I love, cold weather. Winter's my favorite season. I would thrive in a place that is, I would thrive in a place that's snowy all the time. Like, genuinely. I wish I could live in a place like that. Fuck. At least this one's not nearly as difficult. Can I shoot? Wait, can I shoot this one? Yeah. God, I'm so fucking smart. I am the Poozle Master. Snowflakes falling onto shattered ice blocks can cause them to refreeze. Got it. How's the stream going so far? It's going pretty well. If these things could hurry up so that I could go across these things. Okay. I like that the Achievo is called Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Ooh, God. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this puzzle was not nearly as difficult as the other ones. W. Winter, Kara. Literally, I love winter so much.
Whew, a safe docking. For a
I
second,
hate
thought
the
we were going
heat.
to
Summer
hit
is
an
my least favorite
iceberg or
season,
something.
TBH. Fall and winter are fantastic. Spring and summer suck dick.
They They probably sensed your wish power. You are the Phantom Moon Games superstar, no?
I mean, it depends on who you believe online.
Look,
oh my god,
someone's
it's
trying
inside
to
me.
ride on you.
Do not be inside me. There are only very few people who are allowed to be inside me, and you little slime cube are not one of them. How nice of them to build an escalator.
Everyone, welcome to Inkford Hermitage.
Oh my god, there's Treasure. I would like to get the Treasure.
I was imagining a Benzai Tengoku style manor or something. So you demolished your idol's old residence and replaced it with a luxury hotel.
Yeah, sounds very IPC.
Of course not. Benzai Tengoku vanished more than 1,000 years ago. The original structure is long lost to time. The IPC only chose this location because this is one of the weakest points between reality and the world in canvas.
Fair point.
Many Imaginae are born every day, but just as many ancient lineages of Imaginae hide themselves away in the world in canvas once their wish power dry up, or as they grow weary of the mortal world.
Hashtag same.
This is the final stop before they enter the world in canvas, and this is where they bid farewell to reality. They rest here, organize memories spanning centuries, and then pass beyond the point of no return.
Okay, but I can return, right?
Rumor has it that Graphia's soul appears from time to time to guide these weary Imaginae on their path.
Yeah, that doesn't sound true.
There's a sense of parting in the air. No wonder the soul of the mother of Imagenesis feels an attraction for a creator. This must be the finest well of inspiration.
Are you mainly a Star Rail streamer, but a Genshin video maker? No, I actually stream both Star Rail and Genshin. It's just because of the update schedules. And basically, TLDR, usually I stream Genshin and then Honkai Star Rail like pretty evenly. Like, I'll stream the Genshin Archon quest when it comes out, and then when the new Honkai Star Rail Trailblazer Mission comes out, I stream that because they're kind of on an off schedule. But because of my finals in April, I got really far behind in Honkai Star Rail, and I didn't get as far behind with Genshin, so I managed to get caught up with Genshin, but not with Honkai Star Rail, and so I'm trying to get caught up with Honkai Star Rail so that I can go back to my usual schedule, which is Genshin, and then Honkai Star Rail, and then Genshin and stuff. I also applied to get onto the beta for the new Hoyoverse game that's coming out, the Nexus Anima. I don't know if I'll get into the beta, but if I do and they allow you to stream it, I will stream the beta as well. And I've streamed a couple of other games here on YouTube. I did one Persona 3 reload stream, and I'd love to do the Persona games eventually, but it's just there's so much content I gotta get caught up on with Honkai Star Rail, so that's why there's been more of those recently. Fun fact, to get the planet out of the world in Canvas, the IPC had to steal and use the technology developed in Punklord. What the hell is Punklord?
Miss Colt.
I've also made a
Now
couple
that
of
you're in
Honkai
this
Star Rail
well, too,
videos as well.
You ought to make the most
I think
of
I made
it.
one about...
Let's go. I'll lead the way.
Actually, I think most of my Honkai Star Rail videos have been Honkai Star Rail versus Genshin videos, because I think I did... One of the first videos that really popped off was my Eons versus Archons video, and a lot of people had really strong opinions about, about my, Eons versus Archons video. We need more Kara content. I am working on getting more long-form content out. It just takes me a really long time to edit. Oh, no! He's a dickhead! Shocking. It just takes me a while to, like, edit. Like, for example, the video I just put out took me over the course of, like, 4 or 5 days, probably, and I know this is going to be insane because it does not look like it's edited very well, but it probably took me between 15 to 20 hours to edit. So, yoink. Again, I know it doesn't look like it's that well edited, but it takes me a long time to edit videos, so that's why long-form videos take so long to come out. And also, it was harder to do long-form videos when I was living in France, so now that I'm back, my hope is to do more long-form videos.
the golden tree in the distance. We call it Myriad Wish Grove.
Okay, cool. I'm talking though, so if you guys could shut the fuck up, that would be ideal.
Trees on the floating island of Seafell.
I also want to start... Oh, thank God, you guys are shutting the fuck up. I do also want to do more videos, like, that are not Genshin or Honkai Star Rail related. Like, there's this video I'm working on currently, and I guess since y'all are in stream, you guys are gonna get kind of a preview of it, but I'm doing a video basically about... How much of it do I really want to talk about on stream? Because this video is probably going to do absolute dog shit, because it's not related to, like, anything I've ever done before, but I'm doing a video on what they call hope punk, which is a genre of media, but I'm specifically doing it in response to, or, like, by looking at Witch Hat Atelier and Silksong specifically. And I'm comparing certain things in that and then talking about why games like that and anime, like just in media in general, have become more popular recently. Because we do see more games that kind of fall, at least have, maybe they don't fall completely under hope punk, but they have more what we would call hope punk, like imagery or themes. You guys can't see, I'm doing quotation marks, but so I'm going to be working on a video like that, and I'm trying to figure out what the next Honkai Star Rail video is going to be, and then I also want to figure out what the next Genshin video is going to end up being, because there's so many options for videos right now, and I feel like I don't know what people actually want to see. So, oh no, god damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. Okay, fine, we're just gonna auto this. It gives me a second to talk. That was so not what I meant to do, son of a bitch. But, yeah, it's just hard to figure out exactly what, like, what video to do next, I guess. Also, Paimon being sick in the teaser trailer in the new region is scary. I know. I'm so excited for Snezhnaya, y'all. You have no idea. I'm so excited to finally be in a place that's cold. Winter hellscapes are my favorite kind of hellscape. Also, I'm excited to meet the Zoritsa, too, TBH. I think that's gonna be really interesting. Anyways, moving right the fuck along. Punk Lord is the homeworld of Silverwolf. Okay, got it.
We have arrived. The hotel staff will take over from here. I'll take my leave.
Wow, you are so not even remotely the point of this journey. Like, why did you even come?
Oh, it's freezing.
It's really not that cold. Don't be a bitch.
Cold enough for a typical snowstorm.
Fun fact, where I went to get my bachelor's degree in the winter, it was cold. So I would take showers before I would go to class, and I have really curly hair, so when I would do my curly hair routine, I never blow dry my hair, like I never use heat products, so I would leave my apartment to go to school, and I'd be standing at the bus stop, and by the time I got to campus, I would literally have icicles in my hair. Like, my hair would actually be frozen. It was the coolest shit, actually.
Anyone here? Hello? Honored guests. My apologies for the late welcome.
Oh, also, fun Honkai Star Rail thing. So, for those of you who don't know, Honkai Star Rail is doing a collab with Kura Sushi, and Kura Sushi exists in the US, and a location opened up literally yesterday in my town, like legitimately yesterday, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna go when they have, like, I think the collab starts on July 24th, so guess who's gonna go and hopefully score some limited edition Honkai Star Rail merch. I will post it in the Discord if I do get some. I'm so excited. Also, Kura Sushi is a revolving sushi place, which is like, oh, I love revolving sushi. It's like when I was in Japan, that we had a place like that right next to my school. And so I would go there like after big tests and everything, and I would just binge, and oh my god, it was so good.
Allow me to introduce myself.
I'm so excited.
I am the popular comic artist, Blurry.
The former comic artist, Miss Nihilux.
Former comic artist.
Oh, my true name is gone, just like that. Oh wait, did you say Former?
The big shots upstairs gave me a heads up. You are now an asset of Perlux Corp.
Get shit on.
You'll be staying here until you finish your next volume.
Oh, that's not fucking concerning. Welcome to capitalist hell. Stop
Every guest
giggling.
in this hotel is an Imaginé with quite a history.
Please stop giggling. It concerns me.
Arcadian over there? That's a former superhero.
No, probably some Madoka Magica shit.
Which one? Never heard of him.
That one over there is one of the oldest strangelings. They're a former Kappa. These days, they work as the hot springs manager.
A Kappa? Didn't that lineage of Imaginé go extinct when the IPC first arrived?
There are still a few survivors that slipped through the net. As for Casper and myself, I am a former frost giant.
I'm just gonna
Sightings
skip
of
right
Lady
along.
Graphia are as common as the snowflakes here. Ever since the news spread that her soul would reside at the hotel, all those Imaginé who mimic her and the weirdos who insist they have a connection to her have flocked here.
I mean, technically, don't you all have a connection to her? She's kind of your mom.
You see, they all claim they have some sort of connection to her, or hold some secret about her.
I bet they're just trying to scam people out of wish power and credits. Just like all those people who swear they're AHA.
You're not wrong. But whenever the higher-ups ask for a report, little old Casper here can always pad it out and hand over a long list of names.
Hell yeah, make those IPC bastards work.
Nameless. Good luck with your inquiries. Bye now.
Okay, cool. Peace out. Can I just go into the world in Canvas now? Like, I don't really want to... Ask Nilux. God damn it. Fine. Ugh.
So, you're here looking for Graphia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imagenesis will see her.
Probably not.
Normally, I'd suggest you play that little snow puffball for info. That good luck with your inquiries line definitely had a subtext.
Yeah, but I'm broke and I don't have anything to bribe him with.
But since you're asking for a bright idea, you must have heard that in a certain corner of the universe, there's a mysterious ritual.
Oh my god, they're bringing in the fate Grand Order, or the fate stuff already. Oh my god. No. Please. Don't do this. I'm actually so excited.
Holy Grail War!
Yeah, they're getting ready for it. Oh my god. I actually love the Fate collabs with Honkai Star Rail, but a lot of Fate players fucking hate the Fate collabs.
That was your big adventure in Penacony. Oh, how nice. I hope Plain Arcadia holds one too.
Ah, no you don't. Not with the one that's gonna get summoned here. He sucks dick.
Then I don't need to
Gilgamesh is the
explain
fucking
method.
worst.
First, we need a catalyst. Do you have Graphia's brush or palette? Doesn't look like it. No matter. Miss Kalt has got you covered. We use ley line resonance.
No,
this
babe,
hotel is
don't.
built on Graphia's former home. It still has a connection to her, like that vibrant golden tree.
Babe. No, that's not how it works. Babe.
Wait, you aren't actually falling for this, are you?
No. At least they make it connected logically on why it happens. I have no real issue with the Fate collab. Like, there were a couple of things that I think they could have done better, but in general, for how complicated, like, Fate is, I think Honkai Star Rail's doing a great job of, like, transferring it and making it logical in their world. I just wish they hadn't chosen Fate Stay Night as their, like, you know, basis. It would have made more sense if it was Fate Grand Order. And I've seen Rin's, like, ult or whatever, and it's bad. It's bad, y'all. She's doing a Fate Grand Order thing that a different character who kind of possesses her body is doing, and it's just not, but it's fine. I liked the Fate collab that we had in Penacony. My only issue with it was doing using ID Silizii assets for, like, Saber's, like, homeworld, because that made no sense. Like, it felt like they kind of were sitting there and they were like, we just don't want to make more assets, so we're not going to. and it did feel lazy. But overall, I actually really liked the collab. I liked the story. It was one of the few times Saber's character has been used in a story that didn't make me fucking hate Saber. Now that's a hot take because I've been in the Fate fandom for like over a decade, and it is a hot take to say that you hate Saber, but I do in general hate her character. But I actually really liked it in the Fate collab. So
Sorry. I was just trying to lift the mood. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin. How am I supposed to help you?
I agree.
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nihilux.
Also, funny how people complained about the designs when they came out. The author of Fate actually made the designs. Oh, don't listen to that. People in the Fate franchise constantly complain about designs. Like I shit you not, they always do that. I didn't mind the designs. I thought the designs were actually pretty sick. The only thing I do wish is I wish Cuchulainn had been playable because I loved his design. And I wish he had gotten more screen time, but that is also kind of a running gag in the Fate franchise, is that Lancer must die, and Cuchulainn almost always gets, like, sidelined in anything that he's in, so I'm not surprised by that. So, no, I just wouldn't listen to people complaining about the designs. People in the Fate franchise complain about shit constantly. They're one of the fandoms that constantly, as much as I love Fate, and there are good people in the community, there are also people who are, like, so gatekeepy about it that they just kind of like, they're just kind of, you know, so I don't listen to that shit.
Stop wasting time.
Like what you like, don't like what you don't like, don't be an asshole. That's kind of what I feel like.
I just checked in and I have to work already? I'm not some fully automated painting Mechatron. You do know that, right?
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
God, is it sad to say that I actually worked in a call center that treated people exactly like this?
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping! Little raccoon! Help me!
Alex is hauled away by 2 bodyguards, leaving nothing but her drawn-out cries for help echoing through the lobby. Lit.
Nihilux has a point. If that Casper guy is a survivor from the Sindarth age, maybe he really does know something. Anyway, I'll start by asking around here.
Why can't I just go into the canvas? Why the fuck am I wasting time asking people shit? Okay, wait, there's a thing over here.
Is there still a chance for me to turn my life around?
Collect.
I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
Nope, she sure as hell is not. Also, we must look for Trailblazer, everyone. There could be Trailblazer around. Dude, the hot springs look like... Oh, I see Trailblazer. The hot springs low-key look like they fuck. I'm not gonna lie. God damn it! I didn't mean to do that. I need to stop shooting things. I really need to stop shooting things. This is ridiculous.
We can do it. Trust me. We can do anything.
Cool. Love that for us.
To the soul. Look.
God damn, they actually kind of pack a punch there, don't they?
Forge all things.
Seeking you shall receive. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
I really need to stop shooting things. I need to stop being an asshole.
To the soul.
It's just hard. I just want to be. I want to shoot everything. It makes me happy when I commit acts of violence. I didn't expect there to be consequences to my actions.
Serenity is before me.
I should also probably actually switch out my team eventually. I do have, who do I have built? I have Silverwolf built now. I need to build Elation Trailblazer, and then I also need to build Evanescia. Where am I going? Did I learn my lesson? Absolutely not. I'm still gonna shoot shit. Where is he? Yoink. Oh, I thought that was Hyacinth for a moment, and I was about to be like, really? There's Furbos even here?
Casper? Are you there?
Aw, man, if I want that one, I'm gonna have to do a poozle.
I'm not.
Really? Really, bro? If you're not here, why would you talk shit? What was there to yoink? Oh, have you done the side mission after 4.2 during the live stream for that glitch? The devs did say that it would give more context for what happened with Shuhu's flesh. No, I did not. I did not do that. You can spoil me, though, if you want. That's fine. Okay, you're over there, which I get, and I will go over there in a second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any more treasure. See? It's always important. It is always important to look for the treasure. Fuck your shit. Bro.
You found me, current nameless. I knew you'd come to ask about Lady Graphia.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
But if I try too hard to remember things from such a long, long time ago, my soft, squishy head starts to throb.
Please don't call it soft, squishy.
Drip, drop, drip, drop. So much of my memory feels like it's shrouded in a blizzard and I can't see anything clearly. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help you.
Yeah, let's just play in the snow then.
A snowball fight? The game, the name, it feels so familiar. It feels like I had snowball fights every single day a long time ago.
Cool. Didn't ask for the backstory.
Balls and flinging them at whatever strange intruders came barging in.
I don't think those were strange intruders. I think that was the Antimatter Legion, and I think you were killing people.
Well then, come at me, nameless.
Basically, Pearl's assistant was the one that brought the flesh here. In reality, they wanted to bring a big-ass weapons nukes, but someone swapped the weapons for the flesh of Shuhu. That tracks. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do a poozle. For the love of fuck. This is a weird snowball fight we're having. Oh god, I have to time things now? Oh. Ugh. Oh, this stresses me out. Okay, we're good. Ooh, and there's treasure. We love that shit. I'm not gonna read that. Coin! Don't get hit by that. You gonna toss another coin? Yes. I probably really don't need that, but... I can climb this, right? Yes. Okay. For a second I thought they were spikes. We're good, though. These puzzles have been significant. I literally was just about to say that they were significantly easier. Can I even get through these? Oh my god. Oh, oh my god, and my screen's lagging. For Scott, he was a spy for the marketing department inside the strategic investment department, and when his superior said, yo, kill them all, he said, nah, I'd prefer dying. Okay, so he is dead. I'm good. I'm glad for that. I hate Scott so much, so I'm glad he's dead. I'm gonna be honest. Though, good for him saying, nah, he's not gonna kill everybody. That's pretty home slice moves, not gonna lie. Though he better not say we're friends, because we're not friends. Oh, shit. I was not prepared to jump. Oh my god. Just go under here. Oh my god. That's not what I meant to do. Not that I think it matters. Oh my god. Okay. I hope you're having fun with this very strange snowball fight that we're having that really doesn't feel like a snowball fight. This is one of the easier puzzles, which is good because it's absurdly long.
You'd better be good at dodging, nameless!
What? Oh, what? Squeeze the fuck out of me? Bro. Bro. Can I even get back up here? Nope. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, please let me up. Please let me up. Okay, okay, lit. Son of a bitch. What am I even supposed to do with this? Eat shit, loser. How do I get up here? There we go. And also that the Astral Express are real ones that you shouldn't mess with, and said that one of the survivors that we meet in the quest, if anyone you can trust in the world, it's the Astral Express. Aww! And he said that he had a lot of respect for us as rivals. We're not rivals. He is nowhere near to my level. I kind of hate that he thinks that, but I guess he's a real one for all that shit that he said. But I'm happy he's dead, and I hope he doesn't come back.
Things from the Cinderth Age are still a bit blurry, but I definitely met Lady Grathia. I had snowball fights with her. She was a great painter who led us in snowball fights. She'd even paint portraits for everyone. Back then, when we wanted to see her, we'd go to her doorstep, light the ground lamps, and shout, "Snowball fight!"
Aww.
Then Lady Grathia would poke her head out of the window upstairs, unfurl the scroll, and whoosh! Slide right down into the snow. Then we'd have snowball fights against the Void Rangers together. Under the giant...
So the snowball fights were actual war. Like, they were actually fighting a war.
If we won,
got it.
I got to swallow the Void Rangers whole.
That's fucked up.
They were so crispy and tasty.
I love eating people.
There was someone else. Just thinking about them makes my blood boil. He was a snowball fight master. I remember one time, 8 of us teamed up to challenge him.
Okay, that's a Sot Pramod, for sure.
But that guy knocked us all down with his snowballs like it was nothing. All from so far away. 6 of my friends were lying on the ground, feeling beat. Losing the game got everyone so down.
I did say it was a rough recap of it. It's a quest that is better to experience than anything because it's actually very fun. No, I'm sure it is, and I'm actually glad they gave Scott a little bit of depth of character, honestly, but I also detest his character so much. Scott and Sampo, I would be fine if both of them died and never came back.
As for me, I think I got hit right in the neck. I saw my own giant body thud onto the ground, and my chin felt ice cold.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
8 people in the Phantasmoon games? Perhaps Snowball Fight is a euphemism for the Cinderth Age Wars? So, in that round of the Phantasmoon games, Graphia must have fought a terrifyingly powerful opponent. It seems only she and Casper survived the fight.
I saw her once. Just once. By then, Ahatopia had already been transported into the canvas. It was so quiet and lonely. I couldn't find my other 6 friends, but I remembered where Lady Graphia lived. So, I went to her front door again, lit the ground lamps and shouted, "Snowball fight!" It felt like only a second had passed. Just the blink of an eye, yet somehow it also felt like forever.
Cool.
At last, I saw her drift out. She held me and cried, saying, "I'm sorry, and you've done well," over and over.
Yeah, that's big Sag.
It was just one lost game. We could have just won it back some other time, but That was the last I saw of her.
That's sad.
Why are you saying that too? It's making me feel all strange.
Yeah, please don't feel strange around me. I can't handle that right now.
Casper can remember. If you're still up for fun and games, come find me for another snowball fight sometime.
Don't worry, I totally will, and I'll bring that other asshole back, and then you can nail him with as many snowballs as you want. Preferably, those snowballs should be made out of steel, but, you know, whatever floats your boat, little funky guy.
So, to summarize, Casper likes to light the ground lamps and call for her near Graffia's old home.
Yep, that is the context.
Where can I find those ground lamps?
I don't know. Where can we find ground lamps, everyone? That's so crazy. Where do you think we would find them? What kind of Dora the Explorer shit is this? Technically, you shouldn't be moving the set pieces here without permission, but in a crisis like this, who cares about a few measly hotel management regulations? In any case, once you're done borrowing it, you can always play a couple of rounds of snowball fights with Casper to make up for it. Head back to the mountain. You got it, Home Slice.
Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded mountain path. These atonement statues all look like small animals.
Ed clearly wants me to go up there, but I do want to check down here to make sure there's no treasure. Fine. Fucking game said no. Oh, that's cute. It kind of looks like Mem.
These two little lamps don't look reliable at all. Whatever. It's not like I have any other way.
In any case, it's Pearl that pays for it, so we can do what we want. True.
Who dares disturb my 1,000-year slumber?
Yeah, that's totally fake.
Not only will I refuse to grant you 3 wishes, I shall also lock you in my canvas to suffer in my stead!
Yeah, that's fake as fuck.
Thanks for the invite. I'm not quite dead yet.
How did you escape, bitch? Bro!
I'm testing the deadline. I snuck out.
Bro. Be so for real with me right now.
This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. Ooh, what a great spot for a night stroll. Listening to the calming sound of the springs. Who knows? Maybe my inspiration will flow again like these waters.
Your inspiration is dry, but your excuses for missing deadlines certainly aren't.
I was hoping to find some inspiration out here. With those 2 goons breathing down my neck, anyone would hit a complete creative block.
Fair point, I guess.
Look at this old stone statue! Ooh, doesn't it look like Hemicat?
I guess.
I just reached the real versus fake Hemicat arc in my comic. Let me pay my respects. Maybe Graphia will bless me with enlightenment.
Miss Colt, when did you sneak out?
Wait, the real versus fake? What?
That was fast!
Why would there be a real versus fake Hemicat art? I promise you this woman is somehow Aha or related to them or a follower of the Ignigbata. Literally, for
I
real.
let my guard down for just 1 second and corporate asset.
Miss
Colt escaped. Now that's scary.
No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing this kind lady spotted where you were headed. Otherwise, you might have slipped away for real.
Let's go. Back to the room to finish your work.
Come on, not again! Little raccoon!
Nope. Nilux is hauled away by 2 bodyguards, leaving only her drawn-out cries for help echoing across the hillside.
Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held in a room and watched by 6 or 7 people, too. I wasn't allowed to leave until I finished painting either.
Okay.
You're asking me? Weren't you the one searching so desperately for me?
Okay, she does look sort of like Kimiko.
Graphia, guardian
Murata?
of the world in canvas. It is a pleasure to
Oh,
meet
right,
you.
'cause
Nameless
Murata
of
is
the
also in
Astral
Genshin.
Express.
You're saying you are Graphia? Huh. She really does look a lot like Himiko.
Child, you were the one who lit the ground lamps, were you not? If memory serves, that was the secret signal my old friends used to call for me.
Cool.
I simply answered the call, yet you doubt my identity. How strange. Let me think. I believe I know why you've come to find me. The arbitrator of the Phantasmoon Games asked you to tell me that our old enemy, the Demon Lord from Beyond, has returned. Am I correct?
Yep, pretty much.
Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanesia and I agreed to guard reality and the world in canvas separately, never to meet again. But over the past 1,000 years, I often hoped we might reunite in
Also
some
in
way.
Honkai Impact 3, since there was a Murata and Himiko's... Oh, interesting.
Who would have thought when word of her finally reached me again?
I still think Mavwika
there'd be
is,
no warm
like,
greetings,
more attractive, but
instead
that's
only
personal
an impending
preference.
Crisis. You must have many questions.
It sure as fuck do. Oh my god, no shit.
My, you certainly have a lot of questions. But before I enlighten you, during the Sindirth Age, that demon lord from beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the Resistance, causing catastrophic casualties. I must confirm your identity, Nameless.
Okay.
Do you carry a token from Evanesia?
Do I?
She painted a supplicant's mask for you.
The red-headed girl hands the mask back to you.
The secrets you seek are many and tangled. Perhaps I should start by telling you a story.
Or you could just answer my fucking questions. I mean, there's that too.
1,000 years ago, the legions of the demons from beyond descended upon Ahatopia, marking the beginning of the Sindirth Age.
Cool.
For the destruction, taking a life is easier than brushing aside a feather. Among the countless victims, a baby girl was saved by a painter from the brink of death. He took her in as his daughter and named her Graphia.
I lost my 50-50 from Mavwika to Chi-Chi. I'll keep trying to squeeze some pulls in until her banner ends. For real.
To protect his
I feel
daughter,
that.
the painter kept her confined to their home. While the fires of disaster swept across the land, Graphia lived in seclusion until one day a falling star streaked across the dark sky, and a deafening roar shattered the silence of the wasteland. Unable to contain her curiosity, the young girl slipped out of the house to follow the sound.
Yep, Mavwika is very hot, and the reason why I started playing Genshin. You know what? Fair fucking reason, though. Natlan was my favorite Archon quest, and as much as I love Venti, Mavwika is my favorite Archon. For real. So, valid reasons all around.
And so she saw it. Beneath the cold Phantasmoon, a tower of infinity stood on the mountain range at the edge of the horizon.
Okay.
This tower had countless windows and rose section by section, slender and tall. More than an actual tower, it looked like a wounded iron dragon that had fallen to the earth.
Okay.
Indeed. That tower, which stood only for a moment, was the crashed Astral Express. And Graphia's family name, Murata, came from the wondrous sight she saw.
Cool.
At the time, the wrecked train was surrounded by countless abominable monsters. Amidst these foul enemies, a few warriors in strange attire fought tirelessly. But they fell, one by one, unable to withstand the endless tide of monsters.
That's fucked up.
It was only much later that Graphia understood that those who fought and died for Ahatopia shared a common name, the Nameless, who walked the path of the Trailblaze. That was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world. Her life as the mother of Imogenesis began in a long, drawn-out war, fought at a severe disadvantage. She was forced to seek the aid of the Phantasmoon Games, attempting to use the mighty power of an Ionic ritual to lock the terrifying demon lord from beyond within a limited battlefield.
I also liked watching Notlan a lot. A shame that it had the problem of missing voices, which didn't help. Honestly, yeah. I will say, I think that now that we're kind of out of, like, SAG after strikes and everything, I can still safely say Notlan is my favorite Archon quest. Now, there's stuff I wish was different about Notlan. Like, I do have some complaints, but in general, I loved the Archon quest. It had probably the best pacing. And the fun thing is in Genshin now, you can actually go back and you can rewatch some of the cutscenes, like, on your account, and they'll be fully voiced. So I went back, because I played through it, obviously, during the SAG after strikes. I went back and played through the final, like, war sort of thing, like, when all the heroes were kind of meeting up and saying all their voice lines. I was able to go back and listen to it with all the voice lines, and it fucked so hard. I love the Notlan Archon quests. Like, they're fantastic.
History of the Phantasmoon Games. That the 8 supplicants
Definitely, I think my favorite Archon quests are probably Notlan,
the Lord Ravager,
Sumeru, Nodcry, probably Fontaine, though I felt like Fontaine was really drawn out, and then Mondstadt and Liyue. Honestly, I probably would rank Mondstadt and Liyue above Fontaine, just because Fontaine was so dragged out, and then Fontaine, and then Inazuma's the worst one, for sure.
She lost. Graphia did not win the Phantasmoon Games.
Oh damn, that's fucked up.
Nor did she manage to kill Asat Pramad. In the final days of the Sindirth Age, she gathered every ounce of wish power to paint the world into a scroll. Using herself as a nail to steady the canvas, she sealed the Lord Ravager outside.
I see. That
Yes.
makes sense.
As long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, he won't be able to lay a finger on the Leviathan's remains buried deep within Ahatopia.
So basically, it was a draw. Like, they both won and lost.
The story is over. I have received Evanesia's message. I also have a token I'd like you to give her. Please, let us journey together to the other side.
So, are we leaving right now?
No, there is no need to rush. You have a friend here who is lingering with a heart full of farewells.
I do?
You mean... Blade?
Follow this path down to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove. You'll find many Wispe gathered there. When you are ready, choose a Wispe. Whisper Graphia's name and your wish to cross over to the other shore. Then release the Wispe into the river. When the time comes, I will bring the ferry to deliver you into the canvas.
Damn, that's crazy.
Graphia vanished? How elusive. Anyway, I should head to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove first.
Okay. I feel like a lot of people say that Fontaine is their favorite, and it's nice to see someone else saying that Notlan is their favorite. Yeah, Fontaine, it's not that Fontaine's bad. Like, the ending of Fontaine is really, really good, and I can understand why people say it's their favorite, because the ending is so strong. For me, the problem is that the pacing is really rough. Like, the first bit is decently okay. The middle bit, and I was so excited for the middle bit, but the middle bit dragged so much. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. And honestly, there was a point in Fontaine that I considered dropping Genshin just because of how awful the pacing was. But the ending was really, really strong. So I think a lot of people like think about the ending, and so they're like, oh, it was really great. Versus Notlan was really interesting throughout, and I don't feel like it ever had problems with pacing. Inazuma just sucks in general. I think most people agree that Inazuma sucks, TBH, but also, just to let everybody know, we are going to go ahead and end... We're not ending stream here. We're just going to end the story part of the stream, because I am going to pull for Blade again real quick. Because I think I'm running a bit low on time to pull for him. But then after we pull for Blade, we will go ahead and end off stream for today. I am playing Honkai Star Rail on Thursday, and then if we are still not done with the story, I'll play it again on Sunday. But yes, okay, I need to go to store real quick, and then I need to go to Stellar Purchases. Okay, so I should have 3 pulls, I think. Yes? Excellent. Okay. Oh man, I only have 1 day left to get him? That's crazy. Oh, that's unfortunate. There's no way I'm gonna pull for him. That's lame. So I'm not on guarantee. So, and I only have 3 pulls. Well, it's okay. I did get Silver Wolf and Evanescia back to back, so you can't, yeah, I can't get blamed too much, you know what I mean? I think a complaint with Not One is the whole power of friendship thing, but at the same time, I feel like people didn't understand the actual story. I agree with that. I'm not sure if it's so much people didn't, I'm not sure if it's so much that people didn't understand the actual story versus there are valid complaints of Notlan. Like, there should be more people of color in Notlan. Like, there should be more people of color that are playable characters, and that was a huge complaint when Notlan came out, and it was not really addressed. Like, I think we have 2 playable characters that are people of color, and that's not enough objectively for Notlan. But the other thing, I think, like, I didn't mind the power of friendship thing in Notlan. It made sense, and what I liked about Notlan was that they did include the Trailblazer in the story in a way that made sense. Like, it actually, like, I feel like the Trailblazer actually had, like, reasonable, like, reasons to do what they were doing, versus in other Archon quests, I feel like they were just, the Trailblazer was kind of just there. But I think what pissed people off is there was the people of color thing, and then during the SAG After Strikes, there was a whole drama around how the voice actors were treating the Kenichi VA situation, because Kenichi's VA kind of switched around. So there was just a lot of toxicity in the fandom around the time of Notlan, and I think that that's a huge reason why people don't like Notlan, because the fandom was so toxic around that time, and so they kind of just moved in, and then they treated it very similarly to how they treated Notlan kind of how the fandom was treating it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I have arrived at the tail end just to say I can't fucking sleep because it's 34C at 1 a.m. I feel that so much, lols. But yeah, I think that's mostly, like, in my opinion, that's probably mostly the reason why people, let me just make sure I can't exchange anything. Nope. I'm sorry, y'all. We're not getting Blade. Are you gonna pull for Himiko Nova in 4.4? Yeah, I try to pull for pretty much every character at least a couple of times. I don't always get every character, but I try to in general pull. That year in general was very toxic. It was. Like, I feel like that year prior to the Welkin song drop, because we had a huge lore drop for Nodcry that they built up over time. Before that, I feel like, yeah, it was just a very toxic time, and so I think that's why a lot of people don't like Notlan. And I feel like, you know, I get that, but at the same time, I do think that Notlan was some of the strongest writing that we've seen so far in Genshin. And I'm excited for Snezhnaya, because I think Snezhnaya also has the opportunity to be just as good as Notlan, if not maybe slightly better. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. Yeah, it makes sense. I hope that the newer players ignore that period and just enjoy the story on their own. I hope so too, because I stand firm that Notlan is like my favorite Archon quest, and I do want Notlan to get more love than it does get. But anyways, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead, end things off here. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me see if there's any possible way I can get more... enough for another pull. Let me just see. I don't think so. I don't think that was enough for another pull. Where do I need to go? Damn it. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I don't think I'm getting Blade this time. That's rough. It was a bad time for Honkai Star Rail as well at the start of Amphorius. Yeah, but Amphorius was so... well... I don't know. I loved Amphorius, but if you missed one patch of Amphorius, you had like 20 hours of story to catch up on, and I do get people complaining about that, but as somebody who played it as it came out, Amphorius was so perfect, and I'm so glad they took the entire series of patches to tell the story versus like trying to condense it. Amphorius was so well done. And I think that's part of why I'm struggling with Plain Arcadia a little bit, because the Honkai Star Rail writers have shown that they are so capable of writing a good story, and I feel like Plain Arcadia isn't hitting that, which, to be fair, any story that came after Amphorius I feel like was gonna kind of, you know, take a hit, because you're not gonna be able to fit into those shoes quite as well. But it does suck when you have like a certain level of writing and then you go kind of into the next one, because the first like 1.5 patches, I would say, of Plain Arcadia sucked. Now it's like starting to pick up, and I do enjoy the story a little bit more, but the first patch and a half of Plain Arcadia, like, honestly, some of the worst story I've played through, and I'm very much including Belobog in that, because Belobog to me was really boring. And Penacony is the worst. Okay, Penacony is the worst planet, writing-wise, that we've ever been to. It will always be the worst for me. But the first patch and a half of Plain Arcadia was very close to Penacony level, to me, personally. But, yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. We will stream this again on Thursday and see how far we get. I feel like we're making good progress, though. So, yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.